They took the money from me. They didn't ask if I wanted to give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if they're offering to give a small fraction of it back, then why not?
Free Talk Live.
Vernon's calling from New Orleans. Vernon, you're on Free Talk Live.
So, if, let's just say you qualify for Social Security whenever you retire or whatever,
Okay.
and let's just say that it doesn't go bankrupt and all that stuff. If you had the
Stretch.
opportunity to claim Social Security, would you claim it?
It's kind of two schools of thought there. The first of it is why would I accept money that was extorted from other people for me? And then other people look at it as like, well, government did the extorting. You really weren't guilty of anything, so why not get your own money back because you were extorted against? Ian, do you, Michael, do you have a strong thought on that?
Well, I'm in the latter camp, and here's why. I think that actually taking that money will help bring down the state.
Okay. Ian?
Well, at the very least, it gets the money out of their hands and into
Exactly.
into your hands. They're going to give it out to somebody, so
It's going
why not?
somewhere.
Yeah, why
So
not
since they took it from you, why not take it back?
make it you?
My pocket's
I
as
don't
good
pay
as
Social
anybody
Security, so I wouldn't take. I don't think I would qualify for it. I mean, I did pay in for some number of years in my life, but I
Yeah.
haven't paid in the last 14 years.
So did I.
So screw them. But I don't think there's anything wrong with taking money from the government. I personally wouldn't want to sign up for welfare myself, but I don't think it's wrong for other people to do it,
I hear
especially
you.
libertarians.
But yeah, is it one of those things that you're not a real libertarian if you accept money from the government that you've already had taken from you from same said government?
No, I don't think that invalidates anything about whether or not you're a libertarian. I mean, a libertarian is just somebody who believes in and hopefully adheres to the non-aggression principle, which says that it's not okay to use aggressive force to achieve your goals, basically.
Right.
Political or social goals is what is said on the card I signed.
Right. I mean, if we're talking about a program into which you paid, then there's nothing wrong or aggressive about collecting the payments into a program into which you paid.
Did you have a choice in the matter? That's what makes it for me. Is I was not given a choice.
They took the money from me. They didn't ask if I wanted to give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if they're offering to give a small fraction of it back, then why not?
And Vernon called in earlier, and unfortunately we had some technical difficulties, but he's back with us. Vernon?
And normally it's one call per night, but we make an exception for a technical problem.
Vernon,
Thank
are you there? Go ahead.
I am. So, I'm sorry, I got cut off. So, I was just asking you all if you were to file for unemployment benefits, if you were in that position, would you as a libertarian take that? And I think I caught the tail end of that after I called back and said yes, because that was something you paid into, correct?
That is what I said, and I did once do that for about 3 weeks. So yeah, I paid into it. I didn't actually pay into it. They took the money
Without your consent.
without my consent, without asking. So my point is, so if they're offering to give a small bit of what they took from me back, why not take it?
I'll also say this. I've taken welfare from tenants before. Meaning that there have been times in the past where I've had tenants in a house that they were renting. I was the property manager of that house,
Right.
And they fell upon some hard times, and they went to the city of Keene, and the city of Keene has a program that allowed them to get like a month's worth of rent payments. I had to fill out a form or sign off on a form for them, basically saying that as the landlord, I'm willing to whatever blah blah blah, or certify that they're behind in rent, basically. So they got this welfare check that was sent directly to me as the landlord, and I'd been paying property taxes on that property for years prior to that, so I didn't feel bad about taking a little bit of my property tax money back in that case. So even in the case of something like, in the case of unemployment, you paid into a thing. In the case of something like welfare, it's more nebulous. It's like, well, at some point you paid taxes, and now there's this welfare program. Is it wrong to take back some of the taxes you paid? Even though it's not necessarily the taxes you paid in, you did pay in taxes into this governmental system.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, don't think you're getting your own money back. The money you're getting
is fungible
now,
anyway.
Right.
The money you're getting back is what current workers are putting into it. You are if you're older and you're on Social Security, you're not getting your money back. You are getting part of the wealth that young people are now earning, because your money, that was gone long ago. That just doesn't exist anymore.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.